The last two times I tried to make a viral Roblox game, it didn't really exactly work out. But this time, it's different. This time I have a plan. I have a vision, and I have a guy.
Huh?
I've studied the trends, and one of the biggest ones right now is Brainrot. So, the idea is simple. Have some weapons, some FPS feel, Brainrot creatures, mash it all together, and call it shoot to steal. I'll figure out the rest later. It should take less than a week. So first, I started where everyone starts at, a baseplate and a dream. I've already made a Brainrot map with a simple model, and now I needed to make it exist in the game with code. Here's what had to happen. A module script with a table. Boring! Nobody wants this nerd stuff, dude. Are you joking?
I'm sorry, man. I just thought that
I want the game. Skip the nerd stuff. No one cares about the code. Alright. Within the span of 3 months, I was able to make it so it has different rarity types, doors work, ownership works, and there was a bug with walking, but I managed to fix that. Even though I just kind of spammed a whole bunch of code, I got it to work. And we shouldn't have any more issues, right? So with that all done, I decided to ask someone for help. Man. How have I never seen this before? Employee of the Month, David Dinkleberry. Wait, didn't this guy make Roblox? Huh. Yeah, that's not creepy. Screw it. Okay, David. What do I do next?
You need a way for scripts to know which base each player owns. Make it so only the owner can walk through, and make some kind of weapon system.
I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that work. I've already spent 3 months...
IDK man, figure it out. I'm too busy making money off my other games.
Okay, so fine. He wants us to do a list of things. I'll do base ownership since that's going to be the most simplest to do. All I had to do was make the collisions change on the client side. The weapon system was a little bit different. We're going to take the default Roblox laser gun, reverse engineer the code, build another weapon from that code, then add viewport animations for the first person, and then just make the gun damage doors. After that, we'll use the same code and make 5 separate guns. One interesting weird thing is that the gun wasn't actually shooting at the center of the screen because I used the laser gun script, or at least parts of it. It was shooting wherever your mouse cursor was. But because the camera was locked in first person, it locked dead center. On mobile though, if you tap somewhere on the screen, the bullet would just fly sideways. I ended up fixing that later. But here's the thing. All of this, even though it's kind of janky, barely works. I did it myself, and I did it but line by line. Bug by bug. And it felt like mine. Alright, David. Base, done. Weapons, done. Brainrot system, done. What else?
Your UI is terrible. Fix the menus. Add more brainrots, more weapons, power-ups, better scenery, a daily wheel, quests. Just make it better.
I'm not sure if I can... Alright. And he wasn't wrong about the UI though. It was bad. So I studied GTX comments layout on YouTube, not sponsored by the way, and used that as a foundation for the cache screen and the weapon tab. But here's whenever things kind of changed a little bit. On the day I did the UI, I was very tired. I had a massive list, and I thought, let me just this one time, let me just ask AI to do it, to polish the UI. And all I typed was, make the UI more polished and super animated. And it just did it. It just worked and it came out. Look at it. Look at this. Look at this. I still had some stuff to fix manually, but that moment where I typed one sentence and got back something that would have taken me hours felt different. It's not bad, but it's just different. I don't know. After fixing the UI, I went ahead and made more weapons for the game, starting with a toaster, Bloxy Kohler as the starter weapon, and a finger gun. But the game still felt generic. I mean, it's a Brainrot game, so what ends up happening is there's a Brainrot that spawns in on a red carpet and it comes down the aisle. Everything is technically functional, but it's emotionally dead. So I decided to change it, make the player leave the base and hunt Brainrots in the wild. And to make that change, I of course asked AI. Remove the original spawner, the doors, and the red carpet. Then I copied the base, added cages, and asked, make a system so cages can be shot and remove the mover script. Okay, and I just need power-ups, a tutorial, there's a save system, and I just need to connect them to the developer product connections. Yeah, you know what's crazy is I'm still not getting much sleep over, even though I'm using AI, but honestly, I wasn't sure what it was doing while I was awake either. Each time I asked AI to do something, the gap between my idea and the finished product got shorter. Which sounds great, except the gap was the part where I was the developer. It was strange to only have to deal with some type of logical bug instead of spending 3 hours trying to figure out how to make a spawner system. The gap between me as a developer and just me was growing. So I have everything done, and the last thing I needed to do was get the thumbnail done. So I went to Fiverr, paid someone, ran Roblox ads, and waited. And nothing. We got like some players. I think at peak it was 13, maybe 16 people. I spent months on this. I spent, I don't know, maybe seconds, minutes, and only 16 people max. So then I started thinking, what if I could use AI to figure out why it failed? Track where players quit, feed the data into an AI model, use it to optimize the game for retention, patch the holes, and then relaunch. And that's whenever it hit me. I'm using artificial intelligence to help make a game to please another artificial intelligence, the algorithm, so the game can succeed. If I want to tell AI what to build, it builds it. But if the game still fails, then the problem isn't the game, the problem is that it hasn't pleased the other AI, the recommendation system. The one that decides who sees it. So now I'm not even making a game, I'm making an offering to a thing that doesn't care about me, doesn't know I exist, and will forget about my game in the matter of seconds. Which sounds like someone I know actually. David, what do I do?
I don't know. Just ask AI.
You know what the weird part is the game isn't even that bad. It works, it plays fine, people who try to, they have fun. At least for a little bit. But fine doesn't go viral, fun doesn't beat the algorithm, and I can't ask AI how to make something that matters because mattering isn't a prompt. I think I'm gonna make another game, but this time I don't know, maybe I'll make it longer, I'll have the code be bad and it just won't go viral. But at least I know who made it.